Hello, my name is Ginny Dye. Welcome to today's Burst of Hope, my gift to the world, because everyone needs hope. If you've been listening to Burst of Hope for a while, you know there are times I like to conceal the identity of who I'm talking about for a little while. It's because if I tell you who it is right up front, you immediately go to thinking about who they are now rather than learning where they came from first. It's so easy to believe successful people were just lucky, or that they had all the chances we never did. I hope these stories will give you hope to know that's not true, and that you can create the life you dream of. Let's find out who today's Burst of Hope is about. Little Eileen was born in the tiny town of Timmins, Ontario, in Canada. She grew up used to bitter cold and a gnawing stomach. There were days on end when bread and milk was the entire diet for her and her 3 younger siblings. She learned to hide her poverty and hunger from friends at school, but it did nothing to ease her own suffering. About the only thing that could do that was her music. When life was more than she could handle, she would retreat to her bedroom with her guitar, singing and writing until her fingers ached. The music fed her soul even while her stomach was growling. Well, her talent was recognized early, and this little tomboy was shuttled all over to perform in clubs, bars, and anywhere else they could get her booked to make some extra money. Yet, Eileen never really thought music was her future. When she could no longer stand the poverty, she managed to convince her mother to leave their father and head for Toronto. The shelter they stayed in for a long time provided the first regular meals she had ever experienced. Well, Eileen got her first job when she was 14, working at a McDonald's. Later, she spent summers working as the forewoman of a 12-man reforestation crew in the Canadian bush, where she learned to wield an axe and handle a chainsaw as well as any man. She was tough because she had to be tough. Then, things got tougher. Both parents were killed in an auto wreck, and suddenly she was the parent to her siblings. She managed to survive by getting a job singing at a local resort. In 1990, her siblings were grown, and 23-year-old Eileen was on her own. The first thing she did was change her first name to an Ojibwe Indian name, meaning, "I'm on my way." Have you figured out yet who I'm talking about? Little Eileen is none other than Shania Twain, who was indeed on her way. Unless you live on another planet, you have probably heard of her, because she has turned the world of country pop music upside down, winning many awards along the way. You know, all of us make a choice every day how we are going to live our lives. No one would have been surprised if little Eileen had simply become another person sunk in poverty, trapped by the reality of a hard life. Shania Twain, however, she saw her future differently. She wasn't content to stay where she was. She was determined to pay whatever price necessary to achieve her dreams. Each hard thing did nothing but strengthen her resolve and determination, teaching her how to press through to the life she dreamed of. She chose hope every single day. Shania learned to do the hard things. She learned how to spot opportunity in every situation. She learned how to ask for what she wanted and just kept asking until she got where she wanted to be. She learned how to fail, choose hope, and then pick herself back up and do it again. Wouldn't you agree that's a key component for success, no matter who you are? No matter where you are in your life, I encourage you to be like Shania and make your life what you want it to be. Remember my definition of hope. Hope is the bird that sings to the dawn while it is still dark. You can choose to sing before the light starts flooding into your life, believing that it will come. I'm here on the journey with you, reminding you over and over. Because remember, the choices you make today will determine the rest of your life. And my hope for you today is that you will choose hope. Until next time.